see how there will be choices that I would be considered left on. There would be choices in places I land where I would be considered right on. That's why I've also been leaning on this very centrist. I think our country and state needs to be aggressively centric now. It's a daring place to go. It's a radical move right now.
That's Matthew McConaughey, who says being centrist could overcome partisan divides. The actor is considering running for governor in his native state of Texas, but Texans are a little divided on how they feel. Bobby Eberle, Texas Republican strategist, host of the 13-minute news hour, joins us from Houston. Well, the one thing that was radical was McConaughey's sunglasses in that interview. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was playing it really, really cool, but he doesn't know what he's talking about because aggressively centric, I don't even know what that means. And what it tells me is that he doesn't know what it means either. It's like he has no real policy positions. He's thinking it might be kind of cool to run for governor. He's going to have to fight it out with, Robert Francis O'Rourke to see who's going to win the Dem nomination. O'Rourke feels he's entitled to some kind of office, so he's going to be doing that. But McConaughey, the aggressively centric, I don't get it. Joe Manchin after the Virginia
Bobby,
elections,
didn't that work for Arnold Schwarzenegger in California, right?
Yeah, it worked over there, but this is Texas. I mean, it's a totally different place. And even Manchin came out and said the country in general is center right. And now he wants to come into Texas and kind of push this aggressively centric. It's not going to fly. I mean, he might not be Beto.
Not beat Beto. Okay. Well, that's a bar, depending on how you view it, either low or high. This was an interesting position, though, that he took on vaccine mandates for kids. Take a listen.
Yep.
I couldn't mandate having to vaccinate the younger kids. I still want to find out. I still want to find out more information. We're over here just trying to live as healthy of a lifestyle as possible, but I couldn't mandate it for kids just yet. No.
You got the bravery of Aaron Ross Sorkin really in these interviews is stunning, but that flies in Texas, right? And that doesn't really jive with Beto.
Yeah, no, that one definitely flies, and he has no choice. I mean, if he tried to push something else in Texas, he'd get nowhere. But I appreciate that he wants to be educated. I'll educate him a little bit. There's been about 700 children that have died nationwide from COVID, according to the data. 73 million children are out there. That's a 1 in 100,000% chance or 1 in 100,000 chance of dying. I mean, there's no science that justifies either the masks or the vaccine for children, but I'm glad he wants to pursue it and find out more about it and that he's against it. Good
Bobby, since you're a pro, you'll know this is a real-time deadline. 20 seconds, Does he run or not?
I think he's just going to be cool for a little bit, and he won't run. I mean, he's going to throw a lot of money, and that Beto bar, I don't think he can cross it. So, yeah, I bet he doesn't.
Well, 29% are undecided. We'll see if those poll numbers hold after they see the sunglasses. Bobby, awesome to see you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Leland.
Right. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.